I am Luciana Hartwin. Welcome to the Lilith Verse. As always, if you find value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. Exploring pagan traditions. Once upon a time, or perhaps once upon many times, across many lands, beneath many moons, there were those who listened to the wind, to the rivers, to the fire's quiet crackle, to the spirits that danced between the roots of the world and the stars above it. They were given many names, these listeners. Some called them witches, some called them druids, some called them dreamers and fools. But you, if you are here, if you are listening, perhaps you might call them kindred. Perhaps you too have heard the whisper of something ancient, something waiting, something just on the other side of knowing. And so we begin. Paganism is not a single story. It is a great and tangled forest where each tree has its own name, its own shape, its own voice. Let's walk a while, shall we? Let's step between the boughs and meet a few of them. First, we come upon Wicca, born of moonlight and ritual, where the divine is both mother and father, lover and guardian. Wiccans honor the cycles of the year, the dance of the wheel of the year, the old gods who wear many faces. They cast circles, call upon the elements, weave spells like poets weave words. If you feel drawn to the harmony of duality, the rhythm of ancient rites, the quiet wisdom of the crone, and the wild laughter of the fool, you might find home here. Further along, we step into the sacred grove of the Druids. Their magic is older than books, carved in the language of stone and river. They see the world as a great tapestry of life, where oak and hawthorn, raven and stag, whisper secrets to those who know how to listen. They honor the cycles of the sun, the wisdom of the ancestors, the sacredness of all things. If the deep roots of the world call to you, if you feel the presence of the unseen in the song of the wind, perhaps you are already walking the Druid's path. And here, do you hear it? The echo of voices in an old tongue, the clang of iron, the howl of wolves. This is the realm of the heathen, those who walk the path of the Old Norse and Germanic gods. Odin with his single eye and endless hunger for wisdom. Thor, whose hammer sings with thunder. Freya, who knows the secrets of fate. Their followers practice blot and sumbel, making offerings to their ancestors, and honor word, the great weaving of fate that binds all things. If you feel kinship with the storm and the sea, if your heart beats with the pulse of something wild and untamed, then perhaps your path leads here. And now the sands of time shift beneath our feet, and we find ourselves in the land of the Nile. Kemeticism, the revival of the ancient Egyptian way, honors gods whose names are older than memory. Isis, who is the throne itself. Anubis, guardian of the threshold. Thoth, keeper of wisdom. They believe in Ma'et, the great balance of the universe, the weighing of hearts, the eternal dance between order and chaos. Their rituals echo those once performed in grand temples, their offerings placed beneath statues whose eyes seem to watch and know. If you feel drawn to mystery, to devotion carried through centuries, then perhaps your heart beats in rhythm with the old gods of Kemet. And so we walk, and so we listen. As an aside here, I also operate the Temple of Bastet, where we have just begun a deep dive into Egyptian mythology. If that appeals to you, feel free to head over there and check it out. There are other paths, countless and winding. The old gods still whisper, still call in 100 tongues, in 1,000 ways. But do you know which path is yours? How do you know where your feet are meant to tread? Some say you will simply know. Then when you stand beneath the night sky, when you hear the right name, when you feel the right wind on your skin, something within you will whisper, "Here, this is home." Some find their way through study, through practice, through prayer. They read old texts, light candles, make offerings, whisper names in the dark, and wait to see if something whispers back. And some, perhaps the wisest, know that it is not a matter of choosing at all, that the path is alive, shifting, growing as we grow, that the gods, the spirits, the ancestors are not found in books or temples alone, but in the quiet moments of knowing, in the light on the water, in the hush before sleep. So take your time, listen well. The world is full of doors, waiting to open. If you found value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. I am Luciana Hartwin. Thank you for joining me today here in the Lilith Verse.